And now, live from Pod Cabin in Burbank, California, it's the Allison Rose and It's Your New Best Friend show. Tonight, Allison has no guest, but Pete the retailer is here with his annual pardoning of the Thanksgiving cranberries. I'm her husband, Daniel, saying hop on board the Love Bus and say hello to your new best friend, Allison Rosen.
Allison Rosen is your new best friend. Allison, with her the good times never end. Allison Rosen, doing the wavy pencil dance again. Allison's your new best friend.
Hello, my little Charleston shoes. Welcome to another exciting episode of Allison Rosen is your new best friend. That particular carbohydrate was sent in on Patreon by Jeffrey Chu. He sent in a carbohydrate that has his last name in the name. That's the kind of fun you can have if you subscribe to my Patreon, because there's all sorts of fun stuff over there. You can submit carbs. That's just the tip of the iceberg. You can get episodes of The Friend Zone. That is my bonus Patreon podcast. Those exist on audio and video. There's a level where you can text me and I'll text you back. All sorts of fun stuff. If you're going to subscribe, why not treat yourself to an annual subscription and you get 2 months free?
That's a good deal.
Also, I am on Substack, and guys, I have been pent up, I would say. I've had a writer's block. Is it writer's block? I don't know. My soul is an overstuffed balloon, and I need to let it fart around the room in the form of a Substack column. Doesn't that sound enticing? AllisonRosen.substack.com. Okay. Also, I would like to say, gobble, gobble, happy Thanksgiving.
Hope everyone's enjoying their tofurkeys.
Because today is Thanksgiving. When you listen to this, it is Thanksgiving.
Wow.
So I would like to say hello to my guests joining us today. It's your husband and mine, Daniel Quantz.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, is that your signature hello that you dubbed as such on the last episode?
That's right.
Let's hear it again, because I feel like it was 3 syllables.
Hello.
Maybe I can isolate that now and send it back as a drop for next time.
Yes, please.
And I'll have to remember it because I don't remember.
Well, you won't if we have a drop.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Then this is just, we're automating this podcast, Daniel. Get ready to not have to do it anymore. Also joining us is Pete Bonavita. Hello.
Hello.
Pete Bonavita, Pete Pete Bonavita.
I miss Stephen Webster.
Yeah.
Weber.
Webster?
Oh my God. Who's Stephen Webster?
Stephen Webster.
I miss Steven Weber.
Sure. He was very nice.
He's nice. He's charming. He's charismatic. He belongs on camera and in my studio.
He's the kind of guy that probably could have started a cult if he wanted to.
Yeah, I could see that.
He's just very friendly.
He is. And our house was so messy when he arrived. I remember he came in and he's like, this is a home.
Yeah, he was.
Which is such a euphemistic way of saying people live here and it's messy.
Yeah, exactly. Like you look like you just don't even give a shit. You just live here.
Little does he know, Daniel really has cleaned up the front room, which he is referring to as the great room. And it's it's tidy and Christmassy, which are things that our house is seldom. Because that room became where everything that came out of my parents' house collected. So it looked like, and it's the first room you see when you walk in the house. And so you would just walk into just a wall of banker's boxes and just assorted detritus. I think I've mentioned this before, but I've never had a pierced eyebrow, nor would I ever. But my understanding is your body oftentimes will have you ever had a pierced eyebrow, Pete?
No.
Have you had anything fun pierced?
Because
you have some green hair right now.
I do. But no, I had just 2 on earlobe and then 1 on the other earlobe.
Okay.
So,
no nips or anything?
No. I have a friend who I didn't really know that he had his nipple pierced until we were at his pool just a couple years ago.
Just one, though.
Oh, surprise. Because I guess I'd never seen him shirtless before.
Right.
Which
I don't know what to make of it.
But he just pierced one nipple?
I think so.
I felt so old because I was at like a kid's class with Owen, and wait, was Owen in the room or not? Or was Owen in a different room? I think Owen was in the room, and there was a woman wearing a white t-shirt, and I was like, well, her nipples are pierced. And I thought, why must I see this? And then I was like, I'm my mom.
Who was it?
It was like the teacher of the class.
Oh.
In elementary school?
No, this was a class at a place in Burbank. I'll tell you after.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was a sexy class.
It was they were teaching piercing, actually. So
Right.
I guess
Yeah.
it wasn't that inappropriate. But anyway, my understanding is your eyebrow will start to like reject the piercing by it just kind of grows and like pushes it out. I have felt that our house is rejecting us because there is less and less space for us to actually occupy because the boxes are forcing us out.
That's how it
and
feels.
you re-pierced the house by moving so much of the stuff.
Well, we got a storage unit.
Yeah.
And so that helped. We put a bunch of stuff in, not nearly enough, but we put some in storage. Then the boys each had their own room, but Owen sleeps in Elliot's room. So basically Owen's room isn't used.
Right. So
Except
now
to
it's
store
become
toys. But then I put a bunch of the stuff you still need to go through into Owen's room because, like, who gives a shit? No one sees it anyway.
But even and you know what? No one tuned in to hear about our mess.
Yes, they do. People are like Macy's
this-
Thanksgiving parade and people talking about storing
right.
stuff.
But you said it's a place to store toys, but like these are old toys that no one plays with anymore.
So we just got to deal
There's
with it
so
all.
much. It's impossible to throw stuff away. And I don't mean emotionally. I mean actually physically. This city,
It makes it hard. They make it.
it makes it hard. Like I need access to a landfill.
Isn't
Yeah.
there a dump somewhere? I feel like
Probably.
I drove by one at some
Yeah,
point.
there
I was like,
is,
oh, that's
but
where the dump is.
that
And-
seems
I
hard.
think there
It seems
is.
hard.
I know in Tucson we would go to the dump.
To like
would go to the-
find stuff or to leave stuff.
Both. We would go to the
Never
dump.
been to a dump.
I remember going to the dump and just looking and finding old like bottles and like really old bottles and like I
How
remember I got
cool.
like a transformer, like a porcelain like top of a telegraph line.
I have a question. When you go to the dump, is it just like a big old pile of shit that people have thrown out, or is it organized in some way? Because like, were you just sifting through trash and
I don't
finding
recall.
bottles?
It was like
in my mind, it's just like how it is in the
we
cartoons.
weren't in like the part of it that people are currently. You don't go to. I mean, you could, but we didn't go to the part of it where someone has just offloaded
Their
garbage.
shit.
We would go to like old parts of it because we're trying to find like old stuff.
But is it organized by year?
No, but you can just see where it's like. I think, they try to, move it around.
So there is some organization. It's not just a giant trash can, because that's what I'm picturing.
It's like a big area of land. Maybe they've dug out. I don't know.
Pete,
I think I've never been to one either, but I think they do. Like they basically kind of like rotate crops, basically. So it's like there will be an older area. So like by the time you can look through, hopefully everything will be
Cleaned?
deteriorated. That's all the biological stuff. Banana peels will be done. and-
Right. Yeah, because there wasn't anything like gross where we were. It was all
Right.
just like broken. Well, it was like a lot of broken glass and stuff, but yeah, whatever.
Let's see, the Angeles Public Dump Recycling Center. Does that count? Shoal Canyon Landfill. What's the closest one to us right now? And it was Recycling Pickup. South Coast Recycling. I think they're Shoal Canyon Landfill is mere minutes away.
it seems like the way to get rid of stuff is you just pay someone a lot of money and they just take it away for you. But that involves planning.
That's how we
and
do
then it makes you feel like, well, I just want to get rid of a small amount of shit today.
But
I
also,
don't,
like, if it's stuff that's still good, you don't want to just throw it away, So it's like you want to give toys away to kids who could play with them. You don't want to just throw it in a dump.
I want to just, how like a flatbed or like how a pickup truck, you just lift it up and all the stuff slides off.
Our
I just
whole
want
house?
to do that with a few rooms in the house.
I want the
take
front of our house to be on a hinge.
Yes, that's what I'm
Just
saying.
like tilt our house, everything goes.
Yes, that is what I'm saying.
Start anew.
Now, yes.
So cleaning technique that I have that my wife is not a fan of, where I just will go through sometimes like, all right, we need to clean this up. I'll just get like a storage bin and just throw everything in there and then put it in the attic, like like the end of Indiana Jones. And then every once in a while, it's good that you go back and be like, oh, I forgot about this box. What's in here? And you open it up and it's like, oh, hey, remember this? And it's, but a lot of the stuff then is like, you can just throw it away at that point.
Yeah, I know.
I sort of did that with, we had a toy bin and it got full, and I got some of those heavy duty trash bags and just shoveled the stuff into the bags. And I thought, if the boys ask for any of this stuff, I'll go get it. And if they don't after a year, it's gone.
Here's the part that makes, and I'm like hesitant to even admit this on the podcast because I feel like it doesn't reflect well as opposed to all the other stuff, which makes us seem like we really have our life in order. Of late, when they ask for a toy, we end up or a art equipment or whatever it is, we end up just rebuying it because we can't find it.
Well, that's why I need to.
These things are fundamentally like pretty cheap. It's all cheap plastic anyway. So part of it is like, why are we hanging on to anything if we're just going to be buying it anyway again? But I always click through.
Lean into that and just instead of asking them to put stuff away when they're done, just be like, make sure you throw it out when you're done. When you're done playing with that toy, make sure you throw it out.
Oh my God, that's so brilliant.
And then next time you just won't feel bad about buying another one. You'll be like, oh right, we threw out the other one when we were done.
I throw a lot of stuff away that they don't know I throw away.
Maybe that's why we can't find it.
No.
One more thing and then we're moving on to a different topic. Every holiday, we accumulate more trash. Like their Halloween assortment of shit is in a chunk. There's Easter, and those are things that we never thin out. Like we don't need, 14 Easter baskets that they never look through.
The problem with Easter baskets
Yes, what is the problem with Easter baskets?
is that they are brought to the house by the Easter bunny.
Oh.
So you can't be like a Christmas tree where it's like, this is your Easter basket. You can for like egg collecting. When they're like, when you do an egg hunt,
Right.
you can say, here's your Easter, and it can be your old Easter basket.
So you mean you need a new one each year?
But every year,
But then
otherwise,
why aren't we getting rid of the old ones?
because there's this feeling like you're going to use it next year.
Or yeah, what?
But
So
didn't you
They're
just-
also new, but they're not like, why just throw it away? They're like nice baskets.
we
but-
could lean into it, make the Easter bunny sound kind of more like a milkman, where it's like when you're done with
Leave it out
Easter, we're going to
front.
put the baskets out front.
Oh my
Easter
God,
bunny's
that's
going
so
to come
smart.
get them.
That's so smart. Wait,
I've never done that. I've just thought of it now. So
Yeah, that's great.
I'm sorry, Daniel, I'm confused.
Great.
Can you reuse an Easter basket?
Not for the stuff the Easter bunny brings.
I see. But so you hang on to the basket that the Easter bunny has brought us because you might need a basket because it's a good basket.
I
That's
just
why we
can't
have.
bring myself to throw away a brand new it feels crazy to have like a one-use
A disposable
nice wicker
basket.
basket. It just feels like I shouldn't throw it away, but I
This
guess there's never
question
going
is
to be a
born
need for
of
it.
me opening up the garage and being like, "Oh my God, we have there's so many baskets right there."
Yeah.
I see. But have you ever wanted a basket and gone to the garage to retrieve a basket?
Here's the other problem.
Okay.
The only other time I would need a basket is if I'm like creating some sort of gift basket. That's the only other occasion for a basket.
Right.
Right? Like I'm not going out picking flowers. I'm not like,
I mean, my mom kept her nail polishes in a basket, and I don't even think we kept that basket.
right. But again,
That's what I'm saying.
I'm talking about me.
That's what.
I'm not talking about your mom.
My point was, that's how much you don't need a basket.
That's how much and so like, but if even the one thing that I would use a basket for,
you don't do. You don't.
I wouldn't
you don't
want one
assemble
that's a
gift basket.
pastel pink color.
So can we debasket?
Okay, you took your yearly peek into the garage, and you saw a mess, and then you turned to me, and you're like, "What the basically, what the fuck, Daniel? I thought this was being cleared out. Now you're all hot to get rid of shit. I have literally been fucking complaining about how full our garage is of a lot of your shit." For
Well, the baskets aren't mine.
5 years, 6 years now. If you regularly went into that garage, you would see that it is like about 75% of what it was, and especially in the front, because of our storage unit, I'm getting rid of stuff. I've gotten rid of stuff. I've made a lot of progress. You're seeing a problem instead of seeing progress.
Well, because the last time.
Because you're not part of this, part of our lives. You have disengaged, and then suddenly now you're like, oh, I'm going to be the cop, the garage cop.
Okay, fine.
Stay in your lane.
You have said.
It's like, no shit, there's a lot of stuff in there. That's what I've been saying.
Do you want to know what I think deep down?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think
I
you
actually
don't.
don't.
You don't want to know. You don't want to know. I think somehow, if I were to get in there,
I can't wait for what's coming next.
if I were somehow to get in there, I could somehow.
Okay.
That's the. Hang on. That is the sound of me, making quick work of stuff, and Tetris it so that somehow
Who do you think you are?
I don't know. It's a fantasy. It's a fantasy. My fantasy is somehow if I were to make it my lane. Now, please don't ever hold me to any of this. This is strictly. This stays in
finish
these
your thought.
four walls.
I'm riveted.
Somehow I could compress it, vacuum seal it so it would take up 25% of what it's taking up now.
And now, why do you think that you could do such a better job organizing the garage than I have?
I don't know. There's no real world. Oh my God, the look you are giving me.
Pure hate.
I have got to get a picture of this. I've got to get a picture of the look that you're giving me.
Well, now I'm laughing.
Because it is so contemptuous. Oh, it looks like you're smiling.
I know, because you made me laugh.
Okay. Remember when I said, let me get you back.
You're not going to get it. Go ahead.
Okay. How do you feel about me thinking that I could organize the garage well? Okay, again. I have never effectively organized a space or even organized a space. So this is not based in anything real world. It's more like I look at the garage and I see how much shit's in there and I think there's just no way this is the best we can do. Oh my God, it's back. The look is back. Don't move. Don't move.
So, first of all,
wait, hang on. Before anyone turns this off, I want to share that people have called in about their favorite Thanksgiving foods, and we're going to get to that stuff. Go ahead.
when I give you and have given you like a box of your old stuff, like I have tried in the past to be like, because half that shit at least is your shit. Well, no, I would say probably a third of it.
That's what you say, but in my mind,
I would say a third of it is yours.
Okay.
A third of it is like
Baskets.
mine, and a third of it is just kids stuff or holiday stuff. Your shit, which is like boxes of fucking stuff that you have hauled around since New York or whatever. I have given you a box. I remember giving you a box of this like years ago.
I was a different person then.
Stop it. And you did not know how to go through it.
No, I've learned.
It took you
I've watched a lot
forever.
of TikTok.
Stop.
Okay. Go ahead.
Well, if
Go
you've
ahead.
changed and you're willing to demonstrate and practice your new skills, go for it.
I told the agreement.
This is not.
The agreement was I'm never held to anything.
This
I
is
said.
not my fucking preferred job. I'm not like, ooh, I can. I love the like literally. Oh my God, I can't even believe you. I can't even believe you. Like, what are you talking about? Oh, my head is exploding. We moved into this fucking place, and the entire front room was nothing but boxes. Literally, there was a path. Like you could scooch through this path in order to get through the house. There was so much fucking shit. So much shit. And you did fuck all to clean it up.
In my defense,
you did nothing.
What condition was I in when we moved in?
You may or may not have been pregnant. It says,
how pregnant?
It doesn't matter. This
how
is
pregnant
beside
do you
the point.
recall me being?
This is beside the point.
Extremely pregnant?
I'm not saying you could have. I'm just saying you didn't.
I was extremely pregnant.
Fine.
Okay.
So was I.
Well, when you put it that way.
So that took months to go through that shit. And then the garage, how many times have I just expressed total exasperation like the issue of this garage.
I know, you have, it's true.
And I have fucking, how many times I've gone through that garage? I built shelves. I know.
I
fucking went through it.
You
I got
labeled
stuff. I got stuff fucking removed. I have been working on that fucking garage for years. And you take one look at it and like, what kind of a shithead is managing this fucking thing? I could do better. You post a picture of your desk for the people so they can see your organizational skills. God damn it.
Okay, so it seems I have inadvertently struck a nerve. I would like to rescind.
How dare you.
I would like to take back everything I said, but mostly I would just like to make sure that when this show is over, we can pretend I never said it. Because
well, I know you're an unserious person, so I'm not going to take it to heart.
And then what I really don't want is for you. This is what I don't want. Mm-hmm. I don't want you to be like, you know what? Fine, I'm done. You do it, because I can't and I won't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's all I wanted to hear. Can I just say, when we had our old house, you had a backdrop for your photos, which are these long rolls.
Yeah,
of
I
paper.
miss those.
And those things are fucking, what are they, like 12 feet long? And there's nowhere to store them comfortably. So they have, like right now in our garage.
Do we still have them?
They're on the floor where you walk. So I like literally twist my fucking ankles every time I have to get something. Who's the one hauling the shit in and out?
If anyone has any advice for how to repair the damage that I have done,
I do love
please
my
call
wife.
in. I know, but you don't love this person that I am right now. You just don't like
You
me.
want to know what I'm feeling?
Yes.
It's like, I'm not even mad. I'm like, I can't believe it. I just can't believe you would say that. Like, I am in a state of, I don't even know what the word is. I've never felt this. It's like
Incredulity?
It's
outrage.
No, it's like what? Like what? How could you? What? That's my feeling. I need to figure out what that emoji. I'll ask ChatGPT.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
No, listen, it's fine.
I appreciate everything you've done. I just have a really poor sense of
your own abilities. you were like, I'll do it like Tetris. Like, oh, you will? You can't even pack the car with luggage.
I have a poor sense of stuff. I have a bad sense of like what fits where and how to do stuff, how to do everything.
Me too.
Really?
Yeah.
You should
I'll
take a
have to,
look in our garage and see if you also have a fantasy of Tetrising it.
No, it would be the opposite, because I would know, like, that's my same thing with my, with the attic where my office is very much just kind of like, I'm the only one who's responsible for that. Nobody else can. It's like, if something is in the attic, like, I have to go get it, because otherwise it's just a mess, because it's just stuff everywhere.
Yeah. It's hard.
The aforementioned method of cleaning leads to like, oh, there's just a bin of whatever.
Right. So wait, you have your office in the attic?
Yeah.
Is this like a go up a ladder type attic?
No. It's a weird layout, kind of, but there's a through the kids' room, there's a door that has like a right angle. There's a little like vestibule that goes from their room. There's a door into a little like mini hallway, like a 4 or 5 foot long hallway that then goes into the attic from there.
Like stairs?
No, it's just on that level. So it's like,
So
call it the attic, but it's really on the second story, just kind of.
But is it like unfinished? Is that why it's attic-y?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
And there
like
are
rafters?
There are some, rafters on the top, and there are some kind of floorboards laid out on some of the floor, but then there's big chunks where there aren't.
But it's the same level as your kids' room. That's so interesting.
Yeah.
We looked at a house. We were actually like contemplating a house before we got this one.
The Sarah Street house?
Yeah, the Sarah Street house.
Yeah,
and
what was the deal with that?
That actually was an attic, but they had made office space out of it, but you had to climb a ladder to get to it.
It was like a full pull down.
Right.
Yeah.
We didn't pull the trigger on that house because the entire backyard was a swimming pool. And even though I'd love to have a swimming pool, the idea of our little one's just like toddle,
Do you have a pool?
No. Our backyard is a parking lot because we rent, and there's a bunch of kind of like bungalows in the back that are owned by the same people that own our house.
Sure.
And so what would be our backyard is really, we have a little kind of strip area, like a little, back green area, and then there's a fence, and then there's a parking lot for all the bungalows behind us.
Pete has a dog. They just got a
We
dog.
just got a dog a couple months ago.
What kind of dog?
We're not 100% sure, but we think maybe that'll be a Christmas present. We'll get the DNA dog test. But we think it's like a mix of like Australian Shepherd and Blue Heeler kind of. It's a good.
It's a puppy? Or is it?
She's like maybe a year.
Oh, nice.
So.
Listen, so when you hear Australian Shepherd, Blue Heeler, don't you think like that's a crazy dog that like needs a lot
Well,
of...
I don't know what a Blue Heel. I know what an Australian Shepherd is.
These are like smart work, right? It's like a smart working dog that like needs a lot of, do they herd?
Yeah, she's always trying to herd us into places. She's like going kind of like running around us and getting us kind of, especially if somebody, like if I'm putting my shoes on, she kind of wants to be around to be like, no, stay with the flock.
I'm like, this is one of those dogs that you got to like have it be doing, crossword puzzles or else it'll become destructive or something. This dog is younger than Peter.
So is it a crazy dog?
No. Tell him what you told me about the slumber party.
It wasn't a slumber party, but we had a birthday party for my son's birthday party. He's turning 8, and so we had a party with a bunch of 8-year-old boys, and it was very loud and crazy, and we thought the dog might be like, somebody going to have to go upstairs with the dog and kind of chill the dog out, like 4th of July? Totally hung out and was just like, after the first couple of people, she was excited. Then she was like, oh, okay, there's a lot of people here. I'm just going to hang out.
She was just hanging at their feet, not jumping on everyone.
Our dog is half mountain goat.
Oh my God.
This dog will find its way
onto the top of
onto
everything.
Surfaces you did not know it could get onto. I've never had a dog like this.
And there are areas... Like, we know that he will get on our desks, so we have had to...
But he'll leap like 6 feet from a wobbly chair.
He was destroying a little jewelry pouch, which he had gotten off my dresser. Like, I didn't even know he could get up there. His new thing now, in our bathroom, we have this little, like, toilet paper roll hold, not the spool.
It's like a bin for
a little bit. Yeah, he got on top of that to try to pull stuff off of that little piece of furniture. Yeah. We already have the bathroom trash on the back, sitting up on the back of the toilet.
I've had to like put my desk is encased in a
cage.
I put a cage around my desk because he'll eat. He's eaten like 4 or 5 kneaded erasers.
And I keep my desk chair like 12 feet away from my desk when I'm not in it because he'll use the chair to launch himself onto my desk.
Yeah, I mean, she's still eating a lot of stuff and grabbing stuff off the table and eating it, but not. I don't know. It's getting better, but still. So it's just like every once in a while, we'll just find a piece of something and be like, oh, all right, well, dog ate that.
I feel like this is on us a bit.
We haven't trained them not to do it.
Part of me says their dogs are basically kind of crazy till 3, and then they mellow out. And then the other part of me says, but like, there's a lot, anytime I open the cabinets to get cereal for the kids, he tries to pull stuff out of the cabinets. But if I say to him, Peter, sit, he'll sit there and he'll look
listen.
at me. Like, some of it is I get frustrated thinking he should know what I want. but I'm not giving him a command, and he actually does pay attention to commands. So this is really on me.
Right, like we have a gate between the kitchen and the dining area, the front part of the house,
The great room
and the great room,
and the dining room.
And I don't have any problem keeping him when I open it because I give him that energy. I'm like, hey, and he'll stop. But he knows he can get away with it. He gets right behind your legs where you don't see him, then he sneaks on past
Constantly.
you every single time.
Because when I'm trying to leave the house, my hands are always full.
That's why.
But that's typically when it happens.
Right.
Are they full of stuff going into the garage?
Yeah, that's right.
I've dangled 9 baskets on each arm and
Right.
one around my forehead. Daniel, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being divorce and 1 being, maybe I have this backwards. Yeah, scale of 1 to 10. 10 being divorce.
1 being renew our vows.
Yeah, where are we right now?
Oh, we're fine. I'm not mad at you.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't that what someone who is mad at you would say?
No, I'm not mad.
That's the tricky thing, is that someone who's mad
It's
at
too
you.
absurd to be mad about. It's like I can't be mad about it. It's like, when someone says something that's true that really shakes you,
Oh God.
but it's like this is just like this is silliness.
Right.
I'm more worried about your sanity.
Okay, that's
I'm not
fair.
mad at you.
Then can we talk about something that I saw so I talked about the garage, but there's something I saw in the closet that left me with questions.
Oh well, our closet I've given up on.
It's your new pants.
Oh yes, I've got some wide cords.
whale.
Wide whale
I
cords.
opened up our closet, and there are some. So by the way,
I'm hanging them because I'm trying to. I bought them because I thought, oh, this would be fun.
They look fun,
but I'm just trying to figure out how to style them. I figured it out, but I was like looking at them so I could.
I have heard of wide whale cords. Like that is a thing you read a lot, but I've never known what it is.
They're a little circusy, but I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
That's what I was going to suggest you style them with.
No, I'm not going to go circus core.
I'm realizing I've literally never seen wide whale cords. Why have I read it? It's sort of like growing up, I constantly read about a Madras print. Like in Sweet Valley High, their boyfriends were always wearing Madras pants. Or maybe chinos. I don't know. They were wearing pants, and I was like, I don't know what this is, but I've read it a lot. Sort of like when I read the word virgin, but I always thought it was virgin. This is just a thing. Wide whale cords. And then the minute I opened, I thought, oh my God.
There they are.
What are these pants? These must be wide whale cords. But we just went to a costume party. These feel a little costumey. How are you gonna style? Wait, Pete, do you know what these pants are?
I just had to look them up too.
Don't they make a statement?
They kind of do,
but they're
you can
cool.
work them if you mix them with stuff, depending on how wide they are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
also,
they look like pipe cleaners running down your legs.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I like cords, and I thought maybe I'll like wide cords too.
It feels like when you were a kid and you would wear corduroy pants, and then if you scaled your body up and also scaled the pants up with you, it's like they're like, oh, they're still that same
proportion. Yeah. That's fair.
Also,
so how are
shout out to Hal Lublin, who plays a character named Wide Whale on the Venture Brothers.
Oh, so how are you going to do it, Daniel?
Well, I think that when you have something like that's like such a bold choice, you don't want to pair it with other
bold
choices. You got to be
choices.
careful if you do,
because then you head into clown core territory.
Yeah, and so I think that like clown core, it's a thing.
Here's
people.
Wide whale cords that are embroidered with little capitalist piggies.
Okay,
that seems like and little life preservers. And, I think you get them embroidered with stuff. Would that make it better or worse?
No. That makes it more like, oh, this is a thing.
No, I think I'd style it fairly conservatively. I think I'd have like a blue chambray shirt kind of deal. Maybe
a vest.
No, I don't do vests.
I know, but a blue chambray shirt. It's like a blue denim shirt.
Not denim. I could do denim, I guess. But I
look forward to seeing
like a light blue.
What color are the pants?
They're like a camel tan color. Okay. Yeah.
So we went to a 90s party.
Oh, I saw that on Instagram.
We don't go to parties. We don't leave the house. In fact, it was at my friend who was my friend in New York, and then she's been out in LA. We've both been back. She's from LA originally. We've both been back in LA for a while, and recently she moved to Burbank. And she's like, "We live so close. Why don't I ever see you guys out and about?" It's like, because we don't.
Because we're not
go
out and about.
Yeah, that's pretty much. Unless you are gonna stumble through our living room, you're not gonna see us. But yeah, so we headed out. We wore I mean, we did the whole thing, the whole social thing. And I found myself, I don't know if I would say it was social, maybe it was social anxiety. I was just like, I am rusty. To be good at a party, you got to really want to talk to a lot of people you don't know and be very free with your chit chat. And I was just like, I'm having trouble getting to that zone.
So it's been a while since we've been to a party. Well, since I've been to a party where we just don't know anybody.
Yeah.
Like I had met the person who was throwing the party before, and then there was someone there that I had met once.
Right. So for as long as she was next to us, it was easy. But you can't glom
Everyone
onto
was
the host.
super friendly.
They were.
It's not like-
They
it
were
wasn't
great. We were the problem.
I think the last party I went to was at Jackie Johnson's house. But I knew I knew enough people there where it didn't feel like.
Was it your friend's Halloween party? Alex and Tamsin's Halloween party.
No, we've been to Jackie's
More recently?
Yeah,
Okay.
more recently than that. That was like 2 years ago.
I'm lose track of
2 or
time.
3 years ago. I know. Okay, can I just the person who threw it was a lovely party. She's great. So this is no
shade.
criticism. It's just an observation. It was a 90s themed party, and so we dressed 90s style, which, by the way, like I lived through the 90s. I have fondness for the 90s, but I do not have any nostalgia for 90s style. Like 90s style sucked. Like it's not funny or interesting to me. It's like you basically, for dudes, it's either like grunge, kind of like flannels, jeans. I did something around that, or you could do like the Gap, oversized Gap shirt, chinos, sort of like Seinfeld thing. Like it was just a bland decade. But the theming of the party, she had bought this like tablecloth at a party store, and it was like 90s, and it was all this like iconography, but it was all 80s. It was like, that like what do they call it? Is it Detroit style? Is it? It's like
pizza?
No, it's Is it called Detroit? There's a particular graphic design style that when you see it, you go 80s.
Oh, okay.
And it's that bold geometric.
I think I know what you mean.
Right.
It's a city. I feel like is it Detroit?
Looking it up.
There was a design firm that came up with it, and it's named after them.
No, it does say just the first thing that does come up is Detroit style pizza. So hang on.
No, or is it
Chicago?
No,
Atlanta.
I should know
Phoenix?
this. Anyway,
Temecula. I'm just going to name cities.
it's got a lot of that where you're like, oh well, that's maybe like 91, maybe because like when you talk about decades, like the first couple years of a decade really should be in the previous decade. Like early 80s feel 70s when you look at stuff from the early 80s,
Right.
until about 83.
And
Then it
really
starts to
what
feel
everyone
like
thinks
80s.
of as 90s, a lot of it is early 2000s.
Some of it. No, I wouldn't say so. Like, what do you think?
Memphis design.
Memphis.
There
Thank
we
you.
go. What is Memphis design style, and why is it back?
Memphis. So anyway, so there was that, and then there was like it was just like none of it was actually 90s. It was either like 2000s or 80s. And is it that people have a hard time identifying the kind of icons of 90? Like if you were to do like I work for a party store and I create banners and shit, and I'm gonna do like, hey, it's the 90s. What would be the little iconography that you would put on that? And I realized that's kind of hard to do for the 90s.
It's like
it was
if
like
you were
kind of
having a 1940s party and someone came in wearing something 1930s or something. Like I feel like, is it because it's so long ago that it just all blends? Because that is, my culture is not your costume.
No, I think this is just I'm open. I'm just talking this out. I think that the 90s graphic design styles were defined by deconstruction. It was a lot of that, like ray gun kind of, like, it was all like grunge, like, so it was just like, you can't read it. It's just like, like, it was, you know what I mean? And that's not fun for a party.
Right.
You know, like 80s is fun. It's colorful. And it's just like, it wasn't colorful. It was just like,
well, so the funny thing is, I still have a lot of...
Or there is that, we talked about this, there is that, like, Orange County rockabilly thing that also is 90s you could go with, but that was like a subculture. Go ahead.
So I still have a lot of my stuff from the 90s, including, and this is disgusting, and if I get eye infections, we'll know why, some of my makeup that I had from the 90s. Wow. So part of it was, I'm disgusting. So part of it was like, I could just wear what I wore in the 90s, but that's not going to look 90s in air quotes, I need to like find the most emblematic 90s stuff.
You look great.
Thank you very much. Like, I got those little tiny butterfly clips, which I never actually wore in the 90s, but I felt like that kind of made it more like...
And well, you got the necklace.
Yeah, that choker necklace. Also, another thing I didn't actually wear, but I did wear a lot of like black chokers. I just didn't wear that particular style of choker. But
you could have done like a baby doll dress or that.
Yeah, that would have been very 90s. But that occurred to me in the car on the way over. But I got like a baby tee.
Yeah.
So I Googled 90s stuff or whatever. I forget my exact search term, but I looked up 90s stuff on Amazon, and it pulled up these cassette tape earrings, which I thought, those are really fun. I'm going to get those. And I'm like, no, those are 80s. So that's what I'm saying.
Cassettes are 80s. That's the thing. It would be CDs. It would be 90s.
So, but that's what I'm saying, is that like the tablecloth, the Memphis
tapes.
style tablecloth. Yeah. That was like, it said, something about 90s, but it was all 80s. It was mostly 80s
You
stuff.
could have replaced 90s with 80s. It would have made sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it was good. Keep it for the next party. Have an 80s party.
Right. Exactly.
In high school, I think it was my senior year of high school. So let's say maybe 93. Like, they did a fashion show, and they roped me into it, and it was all sponsored by shops at the mall. So it was like, and they brought me in, and I was wearing total 90s kind of grunge looking stuff. I was wearing like 2 flannels and ripped up jeans and my Chucks and a hat. And they were like, "Oh, perfect. We'll give you the grunge look." And they just like basically took off what I was wearing and put on like the mall version of what I was wearing. So it was like, like designer ripped jeans and like a shirt that was like a flannel shirt with like the sleeves cut off, but not and like a brand new hat. And it was the most ridiculous.
That's hilarious.
But that was like,
how did
90s.
they rope you into doing it?
I'll assume that it was just some girl asked me, and I said yes.
Wow. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Has anyone in this room seen Wicked for Good yet?
Yeah.
You have?
Mm-hmm.
And?
I saw somebody's response to, there's been some kind of scathing reviews.
Yeah, I just saw, I think it was the New Yorker said that it's really, really bad.
Wow.
Somebody else said that, like, that's
awful.
Like, that's kind of like hating the second, speaking in the 90s, it's like hating the second VHS cassette of Titanic. Like, it's like not, like, it's not really meant to be two separate things. It just is because of studio economy and all that. So
right.
Second acts of musicals are often kind of a little bit clunky and just kind of tying things up.
We've both seen
the second act of Wicked
is not as
it's
strong.
not great.
Yeah,
it has like one song, I think,
for good.
Yeah,
so they added 2 songs, partially to pad it out and partially so they could get nominated for best original song. And it was fine. I enjoyed it. Fine. My wife and kids went back again yesterday, so they've seen it twice already.
Did they like it as much as the first one?
No, but they liked it okay. They liked it enough that they went back. But I think the first time it was just kind of like they were all a little bit like, did I like that? I don't know. I think my wife was tired because it was right after
I saw Phantom Menace.
Right.
I was like, I'm not. Did I like that? I have to go see that again.
Wait, is that the one with Hayden Christensen?
No. That was it was the one with the kid.
Right. Jake Lloyd.
Oh,
And
what's the one with
that
Hayden
introduced
Christensen?
Jar Jar Binks to the world?
That's right. That was the next one. That was Attack of the Clones.
The two of them, the next two,
next
both
two.
had Hayden Christensen.
And Natalie Portman.
Yeah, she was in all three.
We're here with our resident Star Wars expert.
Yeah.
Wasn't what's his name?
This is not my way of tricking you into talking about Star Wars.
No, I know. I always do because I know. But no, real quick, wasn't Sons of Anarchy? Charlie Hunnam, wasn't he in the run? I feel like I heard that he was going to be Anakin, and I think about him as Anakin, and I think
I don't know.
That would
I
have
didn't
been
watch.
okay.
I didn't watch Sons of Anarchy.
All right.
but-
Anyway, go ahead. So
Neither
you
did
went to
we.
see Wicked.
So Wicked for Good.
Wicked
yeah.
for Good. Yes, I enjoyed it fine, but don't expect it to be. I feel like the first one was such a zeitgeist
Sensation.
moment, such
Yeah.
a sensation that it was like we're gonna have the same problem in a year or two with the K-pop Demon Hunters prequel that's coming out. where it's
Is it
gonna-
going to be a
it is?
prequel?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
it's gonna be the same thing. There's no way in the Phantom Menace. You're like, there's no way it's gonna live up to what everybody wants it to be. So there's.
I really liked. Have you seen K-pop Demon Hunters?
Yeah,
I really
several
liked
times.
it. Yeah.
But why a prequel? I mean, I feel like you could do a sequel.
I don't know.
Like it
That
didn't
part I
end.
don't
I mean,
know.
there is. Yes, I think you could, but there's a lot of.
certain character to come back who can't. Oh, whatever.
Right.
I think
But it's like it's supernatural. You could do whatever. It's like
you could, but there's a whole mythology. Have you seen it yet?
I've seen enough.
So there's like a whole mythology that they get into before, at the very beginning. So I think it is ripe for going back in time.
Okay.
I think it's a bad idea, always a bad idea to go back in time and do a prequel.
Why?
I can't, but it's just because you're not.
Because you know where it goes.
But didn't you love Young Sheldon? Just kidding.
Yeah. Has there ever been a prequel
That's good.
I mean,
that was good?
The flashback parts of Godfather Part 2, I think that's
Yes.
that's the gold standard. But other than that,
Okay, so anyway, Elliot and I, so what I was going to say is the reviews are scathing. Oh, but back to I got two things to say about this. At the party,
Firewalk with Me I liked, but then I'm a nerd for Twin Peaks.
when we were talking to those strangers about movies, and he said Wicked for Good, oh, that was a tragedy. Now, what do you remember this?
Barely.
I thought he was saying a tragedy, like a tragic, like it was a bad film.
That's what I thought.
But I'm wondering if actually he just meant because
You wouldn't say that. You mean like
he said, I mean, have you seen the second act? It's basically that. I still am unclear if he meant it's such a sad story because it's a pretty sad story.
but it's not.
It's not.
It could. I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but it's like if they had followed, if they hadn't cheated, in my opinion, the end.
Yeah.
Like then that would have been a great ending.
So you think
and
he
it
meant-
would have been tragic.
you think he meant
But
it
they
was a
fucking
disaster?
couldn't. They're pussies.
You think he meant it was a? Oh yeah, you said it.
I said it. I don't care.
You think he
We're
meant
in Trump's world. I say whatever I want.
You think he meant it was a disaster of a movie as opposed to a tragic story?
Yeah, you don't go like, oh, did you see Hamlet? That thing was a tragedy.
although I like that, I'm going to start saying that.
Yeah.
Okay, because I thought I misinterpreted him, but maybe I didn't. Now,
Yeah.
Elliot and I, Pete, you got to weigh in on this too. Elliot and I saw the first Wicked together. So my assumption, and in general, we go to movies together to Daniel's chagrin, because I don't even see movies, but when I do,
You don't even like movies, but you've decided that movies are your thing.
but I like to go with Elliot because it's time spent with Elliot. But so my assumption was, Elliot and I will go see Wicked for Good. Fair assumption, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know who he wants to see it with? Our neighbor,
Yeah.
the kid.
He's over you.
Yeah. And I feel like,
But I want to see it with his old mom.
I know.
His old mom.
I should have seen that coming too.
Yeah.
I should have seen it
He
coming.
doesn't see it like the special time that you see it like.
That makes you happy, doesn't it?
Although the
So happy.
fact that the second one is less good
That's
than the
right.
first one, then it'll be like, well, that's because you didn't see it with mommy.
Right.
You can be like,
It's your own
yeah.
fault,
The
kid.
one that we saw together, that was good, but the
Yeah,
one you
that
can
was
see with the
good.
neighbor, that was a tragedy.
So then I am expected to facilitate. It's like someone saying, could you book a hotel room for me and my mistress? Like I am supposed... I hope he plays this in therapy one day. I'm supposed to facilitate him going to the movies with his neighbor friend? You know what? Maybe it means I take them. Maybe I'm not completely cut out of this.
You'll be there.
I'd probably be sitting like in the back of the theater, pretending I don't know him.
He'd be like dressed like an usher.
Or dressed like Usher.
Or dressed like Usher, one or the other.
Was that 90s?
When was
so.
Usher?
I think
I think so.
2000s, 90s, 2000s.
There's this
Yeah,
TikTok.
late 90s, 2000s. So.
There's this TikTok of adult sons getting into their mom's lap. It's like, watch what happens when adult sons, sit in their mom's lap. And so like a mom will just be sitting there or like lying on the couch, and then her grown-up son or older teenage son will come and just sit down next to her and then kind of like crawl into her lap. And to a woman, each one kind of like cuddles them and snuggles them. And I was like, Elliot wouldn't even do that. Maybe he would for a video.
Elliot, at
he's
a very
very
young age,
averse to snuggling, except for occasionally on his terms. He's a cat.
Yeah, it's interesting. He doesn't not like it. He just is like self-conscious about it or something, or he's just like he's like I was, where it's like I want to be older than I am.
Yeah, I
And
guess.
it's like I don't know.
We have Owen, who's like a lap dog. So
Yeah, he's the opposite.
yeah. So I put out a call for Thanksgiving chat.
Okay.
Let's
Okay.
hear, and some people called in with voicemails. Let's hear what they have to say.
Hey, Allison and Daniel. This is Missy from Fort Collins, Colorado. My favorite Thanksgiving food is tamales. My least favorite is anything traditional. I hate all of Thanksgiving dinner, like eating at the nursing home. But I am this year and always thankful for my little house and my tiny Puppysaurus Rex dog and my Velociraptor kitty. I hope you guys had a great holiday. This is Missy from Fort Collins.
Aw.
Let me see.
Can I tell you, since I am
Wendy's from
revealing...
Fort Collins. Our dog.
No, she's from Plano.
Oh, is it Plano?
Fort Collins is Colorado.
Oh, I'm thinking Fort Worth.
Yeah. Can I tell you, since this is the episode where I'm revealing things that exist in my brain that then make me unlikable, I was like, if I ask what people are thankful for, what if they all say they're thankful for my show? That's going to get a little samey.
Oh my God.
And now I'm realizing none of them are going to.
Maybe.
Okay, so I've never had tamales on Thanksgiving.
On Thanksgiving.
Yeah, no, I've had them. I like them.
I think it's traditional. Growing up in Tucson, that's when all the abuelas would, make the tamales, and they come around, and so my dad or my mom would buy them at work, so they'd come home with like a pack of like homemade tamales.
Your dad sent us some homemade tamales.
Yeah, they're great.
I think we still
love
might
it.
have a couple.
No,
We don't.
I don't think so.
Okay. Missy, how can you dislike all Thanksgiving food?
Yeah, I can understand some. Like,
Yeah, but
like
all. But it's
but
interesting when she
all.
said it's like nursing home food. It occurs to me, for me, when it like the ideal is when it's all kind of the same consistency. It's all this is a plate of different colored mush.
I love it. I love
Me too.
Thanksgiving dinner.
Me too.
Yeah. So
What's your favorite part, Daniel, of the food?
Well, that's just it, though. It's like the best part is when it's all together. It's just like the
melange.
just a plate with all of the different things, and then you just put gravy on all of it, and then it's just chaos.
That's what I'm saying. It's a plate of mush. I think my
Yeah.
favorite
So
is
there's not like one.
Yeah, my favorite is probably the green bean casserole. I'm a fan of that.
Do you remember Jones sodas? I think they're still
Oh, yeah.
around.
Yeah.
But remember, like one year it was a big deal that they came out with like a 6-pack that was Thanksgiving dinner, and like each one was a different part
Flavor.
of the dinner. There
I
was
don't know how I
like
feel about that.
green bean casserole soda,
How
mashed
was
potato
it?
soda. I was never brave enough to try it.
Yeah, we did
That's
for
the-
Snack Check, we did like a Thanksgiving jelly beans. And
No, they were Thanksgiving candy corns.
oh yeah.
and
They weren't
were
good.
Disgusting.
They were very accurate.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Thanksgiving food?
Well, so a couple years ago, almost 5 years ago now, I stopped eating meat, and I was like, "Oh, what's that going to mean for Thanksgiving?" And I realized it means nothing because the turkey is so
Right. That's-
like back burner as far as flavors and everything. I can eat everything else and still feel like I had Thanksgiving dinner. And I like this is cheating because I'm going to say two things, but I do like when there are mashed potatoes and sweet potatoes, and then that when those meet together, it's like, oh.
I'm a big sweet potatoes fan.
Yeah.
And then least favorite, I'm going to say the turkey, honestly.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like stuffing can go either way. So stuffing can either be really good or it can be the worst. And a lot of it has to do with consistency or giblets. Like, there's folks that really want to put those giblets in that stuffing.
I got to taste the neck.
Yeah, I got to have the liver. And that's fucking disgusting to me. So I would say stuffing, but also stuffing is good.
Yeah. Yeah, my grandmother used to make like it was lots of giblets and like it was like eggy too, so it'd come out as like almost like a solid, like almost like head cheese or mortadella or something like that, where it's like a solid kind of, you can almost slice off slices of stuffing.
Like, what do they call it in Philly? Scrapple.
Right, yeah.
I've never had head cheese.
Nor
What
should
is
you.
it? Is it actual cheese?
No.
Don't they just boil the
is it
head
brain?
and get all the meats from the head and then mush it all together or something?
In like a gelatin base, I think. Yeah.
Right, but the gelatin is probably like from the head, the skull, right?
Could be.
That's gnarly. There's something I was going to say about all of that. Do you
Anything
remember
jellied.
the stuffing I made last year?
I'm not into anything jellied. I just want to say for the record. I saw someone
You don't
eating,
enjoy a refreshing aspic?
I saw someone eating jellied sardines or something, or jellied eel.
Ew.
And it was just like, it's just like a block of clear jelly with fish in it.
Ew.
I was like, get the fuck out of here. Ugh.
Trying to think if there's anything gelatinous. But you like flan, which has a gelatinous...
I didn't say I don't like anything gelatinous.
Oh, okay.
I don't like anything that's
Jellied.
Jellied.
Like regular food, but in a jelly.
Yeah, I like
Right.
a good flan. Who doesn't?
Do you remember the stuffing I made last year?
Everything was good last year, but I don't remember anything
it was good.
specifically.
It was good. Okay. All right. Let's get to another call.
All right.
Hey, Allison, Daniel, and everyone else. This is Isaac calling from New York City. I wanted to call to talk about Thanksgiving food that my grandma always made. She used to make two stuffings at Thanksgiving. One was a regular box stuffing, and then one was what she called fancy stuffing, which was the box stuffing with watered chestnuts, pecans, mushrooms, and canned oysters. And for the
Wait,
longest
pause for one
time,
sec. I just need to share that with each thing he said, we were like, yes. Like Daniel's head was going back and forth like a dog when it's listening to you. And then when he said canned oysters, all three of us like recoil.
Well, it's
even
like,
though I know that is a thing
I
that is
actually
done.
think that might be good. I like oysters, so I mean, but
In
it's
your
like
stuff-
that was
I know.
that was out of left field. The oysters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Carry
and For
on.
the longest time, I thought fancy stuffing was like a normal, acceptable food until a few years ago when I told someone about it and they were very grossed out. So I need to know, one, have you ever heard of this before? And two, do you think it sounds good? Because honestly, it's really not as bad as it sounds. All right. Love the show. This is Isaac from New York.
I don't know that it
Thank
sounds
you,
bad.
Isaac.
To me, I would
The oysters are throwing me.
I would for sure try it. It sounds like it would probably be 1,000 times better than giblet stuffing, which is the actual traditional way of doing it. So
Do
like,
you feel like the giblets add, like you can discern giblets because they are just supposed to give it a flavor?
I don't know.
And I think you take them out. I think you put them in the
Well,
stuffing
not
to
the one-
flavor it and then you take them out. Or
Then
do you
I'm-
mush them up? Do you know?
I'm
I'm going to ask the vegetarian.
Yeah, no.
I don't think I think it's just to flavor it, but I could be wrong.
Soggy stuffing is a no-no, but also overly dry stuffing is a no-no. You got it's like you got to hit that
delicate balance.
Goldilocks
You
in
gotta
his
hit
stuffing.
Goldilocks. But this one I would definitely try.
So my sense is that oysters are pretty multi-purpose and add like a certain sort of in the same way that like anchovies or sardines. I think it's anchovies. They can be in a lot of sauces and things, and then it's like when I think about it, it's disgusting. But I probably actually don't mind
like
the flavor.
Caesar's dressing. Is
Yeah.
got anchovies in it.
But psychologically, the oysters, no, thank you. But I've never heard it called fancy stuffing, but I've heard of oysters and stuffing.
Yeah, I just looked up. I'm trying to Google fancy stuffing, and then I was like, fancy stuffing with oysters, and there's no hits for any of that. Old-fashioned fancy oyster stuffing.
Oh,
Typically uses a combination. I don't want to read the AI summary. I want the actual thing. Oyster dressing, stuffing.
I like pecans and stuff.
This,
Looks
like it could be more of a southern thing, although if he's from New York, I don't know where his grandmother was from, but let's see. Are there any water chestnuts or anything in here? Celery, pepper, onions, olives, parsley, thyme.
olives.
Your dad always had his own stuffing, so when we do Thanksgiving at your folks,
And you probably hated it.
His I didn't like.
Yeah.
I don't know what he did to his. It was like soggy. It was more soggy.
It was very moist.
What was it? What was the difference
from that and regular stuffing?
Yeah, between what we had, the other one that we would have.
The other one was like stovetop.
No, I know, but what was his? What was the difference?
His was much wetter, but I'm trying to remember why. And I also think it was a different kind of, like, he just used straight up white bread, so it was real gummy, like globby. But so it's a family recipe for stuffing that I got from my aunt, and that's what I made. But I remember my mom was like, why did this came out so much better than when Dad would make it?
So the one that we had here last year
was my grandmother's stuffing.
Was the one that I don't like down at their house?
Yes.
Interesting.
But my dad changed it. And I forget what he did, but I know because he and my aunt, like she knew, because she had shown me, like, I think an email from him.
She's like, I know he changed it.
No, it wasn't. I don't think it was that, but it was, I forget what modifications he made, but whatever modifications he made, I think I caramelized the onions, and maybe he didn't caramelize the onions. I don't know. There was something different. Mine came out kind of like brown, and his was always real, like, light colored with a lot of just mushed up white bread in it. Mm-hmm. It's fascinating.
Was the bread stale when he would make it? Like,
no.
Oh, yeah, you got to take the moisture out.
Oh, yeah. I think I had left the bread out overnight, which is what you're supposed to do. And I don't think he did. I think he just, that's also part of it. All right, moving on. What else do we have?
Hi, Allison. This is Sam from Washington, D.C. My favorite Thanksgiving food is definitely stuffing, and I make it with lots of butter, celery, and leeks, and a little white wine, and it's the best part of Thanksgiving. I don't need anything more than that, but my family loves sausage, so this year I'm making it with some chicken sausage because I don't eat pork. So there will be like one regular stuffing just for me and anyone who wants it, and then
I want it.
The same stuffing, but with sausage and kale chicken sausage. And then I do not like Brussels sprouts. I understand why you need a green vegetable and an orange vegetable on the table, but I'm never going to be excited about a Brussels sprout. Like, give me a green bean casserole all the way. I think green beans way better. Like, Brussels sprouts, get it out of here. Oh, please. Once again, this is Sam from Washington, D.C. Longtime listener. Love you. Love the show. Bye.
See, I would try that too. That sounds good too. I think, what I'm really like, stuffing is probably the one item in Thanksgiving dinner that varies the most.
Yeah. And it's polarizing.
Because you're going to have from region to region, from family to family, everyone has different taste for what makes it good.
The white wine, leeks, and butter situation made me salivate.
Yeah. That sounds delicious.
So I'm curious. I'm curious. Like, in jobs that I've had in the past, occasionally it'd be like, everyone bring in, it'd be like a potluck thing.
Yeah.
And I hate potlucks.
He hates them with a passion.
I just fucking hate them. And but one of the things one of the things about it is that people would bring in their own recipes and be like, and it was always like chili or casseroles, and it's like,
You do it different.
You get a sense of, oh, this person is just got such a different notion of what makes this good. Like this is they love this and they're sharing it. And it's like, to me, this doesn't taste like what this is supposed to taste like at all. Like this isn't chili or this isn't whatever casserole. And you just go, oh yeah, everyone has their own different spin on it. And I don't want your spin, frankly. I'm not Anthony Bourdain over here.
You know, my dad always cooked growing up. And I always thought my dad was a good cook and I was used to eating what he made. And now I'm like, what if he wasn't though? Because there wasn't a lot of seasoning of stuff happening in the house. Well, that's not true. There was, but it was always like garlic powder was the only seasoning used
in everything.
Yeah.
We just had a potluck at my job, and what did I make? Brussels sprouts.
I like a Brussels
tying it all
sprout.
together. I've come around really hard on Brussels sprouts lately. The past several years,
Really?
I'm like, oh, I love these now.
How do you prepare them?
With oysters.
Yeah, each one is like Brussels sprout,
Jellied.
oyster, Brussels sprout, oyster. Yeah, in a jelly, of course. I do have them and do them kind of broiled in a pan, maybe, or like
that sounds great.
And the batch that I just did for this was teriyaki Brussels sprouts.
Oh my God, that sounds really good. Now, how did it go over?
It went over well, but it was like, I think a lot of people were expecting like, oh, you know, it's a potluck at work. A couple of people are going to bring something, but like everybody showed up and everybody brought something. So there was so much food that a lot of it just got kind of like by the wayside, and like especially the sides just got like, oh yeah, like I had those were good, I think, but then there were also so many like hero
Was it
dishes.
like a Friendsgiving kind of situation?
I bristle at the term Friendsgiving because like 30 years ago, like in college, we decided to have our own kind of thing like that, but we called it your welcomes giving because it was always after Thanksgiving. You bring your leftovers together, you get together with your friends, all the leftover stuff from Thanksgiving, then you have your welcomes giving. And then slowly people started to come up with Friendsgiving. I feel like that showed up later, and I'm always like, no, it's our thing, and it's called your welcomes giving. Okay, fine, and then I gave up. But
well, I actually, I've got an issue with Friendsgiving now, which is that is everyone like now I feel left out because we're not doing any sort of Friendsgiving.
Well, we don't have friends.
you don't go out.
We don't go out.
Well, I know, but is everyone doing a Friendsgiving and a Thanksgiving?
I don't think people...
Is it traditional?
Generally with kids. That's more... I think Friendsgiving is what you do when you're young, you don't have a family yet, you've got to go... Especially in LA, New York, where it's like people go home for Thanksgiving. Yeah. It's like you do it before everyone leaves town.
Right. While everyone... Like the weekend when everybody's still hanging around, you know, staying at their parents' house or whatever, and you go out and you have a friend's party.
All right. But I guess what I mean to say is your potluck was at Thanksgiving themed.
This recent one at work?
Yeah. Did most
not specifically.
Okay.
No.
What I bristle about with Friendsgiving, besides the too cute name, is when people call getting together with their friends on Thanksgiving Friendsgiving. That's Thanksgiving.
Just Thanksgiving.
That's Thanksgiving with your friends.
Right.
You can't.
Right.
Right.
I agree. Okay. And I think there's one more.
I do have one more.
By the way, so far, no one has been thankful for my show.
I mean, they throw it in there at the end. They do say that they're big fans and they appreciate it. But
right, but
it's not their main thing.
I mean, I deserve this.
I think it's all food-based, though, so far. I think maybe the ask might have come across as like, what do you eat?
Oh.
So.
Yeah, it's on you.
I brought this on myself.
I have to go back and listen to it. But it seems like the message that everybody got was like, what do I eat at Thanksgiving?
And then it was also, what are you thankful for this year? But, there's no time.
All right.
They don't want to be ass kissers. I get it.
Well, all right, here we go.
Hey, this is Luke in Iowa calling about a favorite Thanksgiving food. We make a huge meal, just my wife and I, for the two of us because we love leftovers. We do a Thanksgiving leftover pizza where it is gravy for the sauce and then dollops of mashed potatoes and stuffing and chopped up turkey all over it. And then we do a light dusting of... I suppose dusting is not the right word, a light application of mozzarella and then some homemade cranberry sauce on top, bake that up. It is phenomenal. Recommend you guys try it. Again, Luke from Iowa. Thanks.
Thanks for calling, Luke. Is there anything special you're thankful for this year? Just kidding. That sounds good to me. I said, Daniel, you look perplexed, and Pete,
I'm just trying to imagine it. I guess it's sort of like...
It sounds good. It sounds like leftovers.
It's basically like having leftovers with a biscuit or something. It's just like the
Right.
biscuit is a
But it's
pizza,
a pizza.
But also cheese.
dough.
Yeah, I'm not
cheese.
sure that the cheese belongs. I mean, I get it because you want it to
I'm in.
Yeah.
keep it all together.
Because have you ever had like barbecue chicken pizza?
No, I was.
It was a
you know,
California Pizza Kitchen favorite.
growing up with Italian grandparents, it was very much a pizza purist.
Yeah.
I'm starting to branch out and accept new things
Right.
now. In the past, yeah, there was a good. What opened it up for me? There was a place in downtown Manhattan that would do like potato and onion pizza, and there's like no red sauce. I don't think there was any sauce. I think it was just olive oil and like really thinly sliced potatoes and
Oh, wow.
onions. And the way that it was spiced, the way that it was cooked, it was like, oh, pizza can be different. And then since then, I've gotten into other
But this
other
might
things,
be a
but I
bridge
don't
too
eat the
far.
chicken.
Yeah.
I think to me, this sounds good. I think this could be good.
I'm sure it could be good. I guess what I'm puzzling over is like what about it is pizza other than the dough.
Yeah, I think it's just in whatever's on a pizza becomes a pizza.
Yeah. No, I'm into it. The mashed potatoes is throwing me as an ingredient on a pizza.
Yeah.
Because it just is like, but listen,
I'm gonna throw everyone for a loop. I'm not the biggest mashed potato fan. It's okay, but it's not my favorite. Like I don't need it.
You're not ranked in the you're not the biggest, but you're up there, but you're not ranked in the top like 10 mashed potato fans. You're like
No, I'm exactly.
You're not going to the convention.
right.
Mash con, Spud con.
I do like mashed potatoes.
I know.
But au gratin potatoes done with the scallop potatoes, that's fucking great. And I feel like I haven't had that in forever.
What was your favorite food when you were a kid? Mine was fettuccine alfredo.
Mine was fettuccine alfredo. What was it?
Hang on.
Mine was a dry martini.
Yeah.
What does that sound like? What does that sound like? I'm saying mine was like caviar and escargot.
Fancy ass shit. Like mine was probably nuggets, pizza.
Well, I just wanted to know what yours was.
My favorite food was probably lasagna. I was a real Garfield when I was growing up. Yeah, my mom would make a really good lasagna. So, yeah, probably that.
And yours?
Same ballpark, same Italian family, but ravioli, like a good plate of ravioli. But I didn't. I had a more delicate palate as a kid and didn't like sauce, so I was mostly just kind of with al bambino, as they call it, just for the kids, like just butter or olive oil, and then maybe a little sprinkling of Parmesan.
There you go. Hey, nothing
But
wrong with
I
that.
go to town on a dozen ravioli. Sure, I'll do
If
it.
we were kids, we could all go somewhere Italian, like Olive
Look at
Garden
us. We
together.
did.
We all.
We would always have for Thanksgiving as like a lasagna too. Like my mom would make.
Or circling back to the tamales, the Italian version of that is manicotti, as they say.
How Italian are you?
Half.
Okay, but like it sounds like it was a strong Italian upbringing.
Yeah. The Italian side lived like a block away from me, and that was always like all the holidays. A bunch of old Italian people would come over, and that was the other half is Polish Venezuelan, and no real strong cultural influences of either of that. So.
Right.
Interesting. I'm half Italian. My whole Italian family though is in Connecticut, so I grew up far away.
But I feel like your side wouldn't have said manigot.
No, they were like really
They're like waspy Italian.
They were like the Italians that wanted to disguise their Italianness in a lot of ways, Although that's what happened with the other half of me. Is it? Yeah.
It was just like, no, just blend in, be
Blend
American.
in. Although my grandfather, there was no disguise in it. He looked like
Someone from Dick Tracy.
no, he looked. I mean, he wasn't quite as short as Joe Pesci, but he had a very Pesci kind of greased black hair, Sicilian vibe. There's no disguising it. But my grandmother, that's the side, and they were just all very waspy Italians, whatever.
Let's say hello and welcome to the new patrons.
Allison wants to say thank you to a couple of special people out there who signed up to be new patrons. Patreon.com/Allison Rosen.
Thank you and welcome to Karen Dickerson, to Lisa, and to Rachel Fairchild. Thank you so much for signing up. I hope you're enjoying all the Patreon stuff. Okay, let's quickly do Just Me or Everyone.
Sometimes I ponder on something I have thought or done. Is it just me or everyone?
All right. Now, hang on one second because I have one right here. Okay. Why am I not seeing it? Yeah, okay. Here we go. This is from Tracy. Just Me or Everyone. When I'm alone and have the hiccups, I imagine a scene from a horror movie to try and scare them away. I don't do that. I have never effectively lost the hiccups from being scared. I also don't like to be scared, so.
Yeah, I haven't seen enough horror movies.
Yeah.
I think I read that there's a device they invented that
A device?
that you can drink out and it gets rid of. It's probably doesn't work.
Probably a TikTok thing.
The only thing that works for me is drinking water upside down.
I have no idea how to get rid of. I just have to go. I get the worst. But I get what I call donkey hiccups, where it's like a cough and a hiccup, and I sound like Pinocchio turning into a donkey.
Yes.
And I don't know how to get rid of them. I like have to go walk away from my family and kind of keep my hands above my head and just walk and not ignore everybody and wait until they go away. Because
I once, a long time ago, I read that if you put a spoonful of sugar in your mouth, it makes them go away. And that did work for me a couple times. I haven't done it in a long time.
I'll have to try it.
Yeah. I forget why. Did you have one, Pete?
Oh, yeah. Again, that's the nature of this. It's going to make me sound crazy, but not that I would ever do it. But if you are ever driving around and you see the car that's the exact same year, make, model, color as yours, you ever tempted to just ram them just to make things confusing for the police and the insurance company?
Oh my God. I've literally never had that thought. I love that though.
Yeah. It's going to be hopefully not stuck in your head next time you see exactly your car. But like anytime I'm like, oh, hey, like, I get like warm feelings because I'm like, they have the same taste as me. And I'm like, I should hit them.
That's so fun.
No, but I did have the experience. I bought a Saab. This was years and years and years ago. I bought a Saab, and this is one of those old, like, when you think of like the classic like 80s style Saabs, not the kind of newer ones, but they had that very unique look.
Yeah.
You don't really see them on the road anymore. Same color, and I had just bought it, and I was like turning left, and there was another one turning left in front of me, same car, and I was like, hey, and the guy was like, and I was like, you mother, how dare you not, we're car brothers. We're same car brothers.
Then you should have hit him.
I should have fucking hit him. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, are Saab people assholes?
What is it? Volkswagens or Jeeps? Jeeps, they wave to each other.
Do they?
Don't they put a little like rubber duck on the Jeep, or there's like a whole thing?
No,
with
that means you're a swinger, I think.
Oh,
no, that's a pineapple.
It's a duck on a pineapple on a Jeep.
Yeah, there's a whole thing with Jeeps and rubber ducks, I think.
I don't know if when I buy a car, I want a subculture.
Yeah, you want a Saab culture.
Oh, that's good. I loved that car though. That was a fun car.
What happened to it?
What happened to it? Oh, nothing happened to it. I ended up buying it. That's when I bought my Beamer. I got rid of it. No, it was just like, when you have an old car like that, there's a lot of upkeep. And then those Swedish cars, you need to take them to like specific places because it's all very different. Like the whole engine, it's like, doesn't have like a, the timer belt is like a chain instead of it's just stuff like that. No, it was a great car. The problem also with those Swedish cars was that they had the air conditioner would be like, how the old air conditioners would have like the fade from blue to red, you'd have like it would be like a little bit of blue and then lots of red because it was fucking Sweden.
Oh, right.
And we're in LA, so that sucked.
Let's move on to Hey Go Fuck Yourself.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
Did you have one, Daniel?
Well, I'll try to make it quick. So we have a new storage unit, and it is at one of those public storage places. And the thing about this particular one, it's a big public storage place, but I don't think they have they don't seem to have a lot of the
push cart things,
flat push cart things, which I feel like, I don't know, given the nature of the place, you should have a bunch of those. But this one doesn't seem to have a lot of them. Every time I've gone in the past, there's been one there. Been lucky, but I went on a Sunday, which there were like 3 cars there. And there were 2 little ones as I'm pulling in. There's 2 little ones. There's a U-Haul van with 2 youngish guys in their 20s, and there's like equipment. It looks like they maybe like a grill, like they maybe had some business, so they were whatever. And they had their own thing. They had their own like it looked like what you'd get at Home Depot, like for wheeling stuff around. So I park, and as I'm walking towards the things, one of those guys goes and grabs both of the little ones.
Oh
and
my
wheels it
God.
over. So now they have 3, and there's none left. And I need them because I have some heavy ass shit. Like, so I kind of go over there and I go, guys, do you need both of those? And they're like, yeah. I was like, what? So, okay. So there's nothing, I can't, so I'm just standing there like.
Wait, they have 3 push things?
They have their own, and then they grab 2 of the ones.
Why do how can they even use 3 with 2 of them?
So I go and I'm like leaning against the thing, just staring at them. I got nothing to do. So I'm just, I'm like, like eyes locked, like motherfuckers, you are going to get the stare. You're going to have to feel the awkwardness of knowing I'm just staring at you, like, you know, that thing where you know someone's looking at you and you're just like, I'm just all self-conscious.
Yeah.
The one guy takes a cart, puts 1 fucking like bin on it, and the other cart puts 1 bin on it. These are bins that close that are supposed to be stacked bins. So he needed both of them for 1 bin each. I'm just like, oh my God, what the fuck? So just staring this motherfucker down, the other one, until the guy comes back. He's like, they're like, okay, do you want one of these? I'm like, yeah. So I take it.
You should have been like, no, I need 2 of them.
Yeah, fucking, of course I want it, you dickhead. No, I just like looking at your ugly ass the whole time. So I load all my shit, go up to where our thing is, and as I'm wheeling all our stuff, by the way, it's too small. It's not even the big ones. It's like a small one. So everything's like precarious. And I go, and the unit
Is
right.
it just a little dolly? Is that what
it's like
it is?
a little dolly, but it's not one of the big ones, but whatever. I'm coming around the corner, and the people who had the unit right next to ours, but like between where I am and our unit, had unloaded all their shit into the middle. And I'm like, oh. And they're like, sorry. And then nothing.
They
like,
didn't move it?
And I was like, oh, I'm like right past you. They're like, oh, we're going to be here a while. Like, fucking kidding. So I have to go all the way around. I mean, I could go around, but it was like a fucking. So I go around. I get in our
do
unit.
they have the right to do that?
Well, what? Am I going to call the fucking public storage police?
I'm a garage cop.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, she was like, whatever.
Okay.
She's not gonna. They are. They have 2 dollies.
Big dollies or little dollies?
Big dollies.
Oh
so you want to know where the fucking dollies are? They're just sitting there with all their shit. They're not moving stuff. They're unloading. Who knows how long they've been there just with their 2 dollies. And I'm like, okay, what the goddamn fuck is going on? Like, what is this? I'm going to take as many dollies as I want mentality. And these are young people. This is
How young are we
this is
talking?
you, Gen Z. Like, what the fuck has happened to people? Why are you like this? Why the fuck are people like this? It's like there are other people in the world. You don't just take everything that you want without any consideration for anyone else. If there aren't very many dollies, don't like hoard the dollies. $1 per person, motherfucker. That's what I do. Like,
That seems the most fair.
if someone came up to me and I had 3 fucking dollies and 2 people and they wanted 1 of the dollies, I'm not going to be like, sorry, asshole. Sorry. That's too bad for you. I don't know why they don't have more dollies around here. That's really on them. Like, no, I would let you have a dolly.
I'm
like-
not understanding the purpose of having this many, though. Are they carting stuff to their place on the
They had a
dolly and
lot-
then not unloading it?
They had a lot of stuff, but here's the thing. 2 people. Oh, you mean the person next to our thing? Yeah, they
both.
had brought it up there, but they hadn't
then unloaded.
Either they were loading the stuff onto it to take down to their car, or vice versa. But either way, they were doing nothing with it at the moment.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: like, even if you have a lot of stuff, one dolly,
Right.
just make multiple trips. I'm sorry, like this thing where it's like, well, we're gonna just take as many as we can handle.
Yeah.
More than they can handle in the case of the two people with the $3.
The two guys, I don't even get it. Like, I was just, I don't understand. Like, it. No one who listens to this show is like that, I'm sure, because you're all wonderful people. But like, don't be like that. Stop being like that. There's just too many fucking people like that right now. Like, I feel like our culture has gotten to this place where no one seems to fucking give a shit about each other. Like, I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of dealing with assholes. Maybe it's LA. I don't fucking know. I was like beside myself. I'm like, this just casual fuck you of it all.
Hey, assholes.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
Sorry to be so negative. I'm so over it.
lively.
Man.
Do
I'm
you think
so
it's
fucking over it.
It's like an echo of the, the famously like Gen X's self-esteem thing, where they're all pumped up, like we're like, oh yeah, you're the most important person in the world, and then is that the Zoomers are now getting the kind of the echo of that, where they think that they're the only people in the world, basically. Because
Something's going on with Gen Z.
Mm-hmm.
And it could be the pandemic fucked their brains. Because it wasn't always like this. There's always been assholes, but I just feel like it is. And like, I don't know. I hate to be that old man, like, this generation, but like, I don't know. It's driving me nuts.
I'm going to blame TV. I'm going to say it's shows like Seinfeld and Curb Your Enthusiasm, where it makes it like, oh, look at the charming asshole.
Maybe.
See?
But they're younger than that,
but
right?
They watch that a lot. Right? Kids today, they know Seinfeld and Friends and all that stuff.
It comes across like when I look at my Wendy, sometimes I look at her. Yeah, our dog, sorry, not. And I go, Wendy, you're in the scene. You're part of it. It's like the dog's just observing everything. I'm like, but you're part of this. You're here. You're in this. I get that vibe a lot from, God, now I sound like an old man. Like from that generation of like, you're it's like you're acting like you're an observer.
Well, they do
to
look at
this.
screens.
Like you're not part of this. Like we are in this together. This is a community experience.
Yeah, it's like a lack of connection or a refusal.
Yeah,
to connect.
like you.
Pete, did you have one?
Mine is hopefully less societal, or maybe not. I don't know. But I thought about it the other day. I was really, really upset with pillowcases that open in the middle, like envelope pillowcases.
Yeah,
they call
what the
them.
fuck is that?
I feel like that's decorative only.
Who do they think they're? No, like
it's for sham only.
Like I've seen it just like with like a set. You'll get it like a king size sheet set, and it comes with pillowcases that open in the middle. And
That's
it's like
weird.
who's doing that? Who wants that?
No.
It makes it so you can only use one side of the pillowcase.
I know.
You can't flip the case.
Yeah.
If you're a restless sleeper, you might end up with half your body in the case.
Right.
You don't even know what's
you
going
might
to
end
happen.
up wearing it. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I agree.
I'm not happy with. I understand the need for fitted sheets, but I don't like them. But envelope pillowcases.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
And lastly,
Yes.
you have a product pick, yes? Podcast Pals product picks.
Oh, I do. It's what I've been using here. That you can. I don't. I think there's a Black Friday sale going on. You can get the Elgato Stream Deck, which you can, if you're doing any video editing, Photoshop, podcast stuff, whatever, you can just program. It's got 15. Mine has 15 buttons. You program them to whatever you want, and you can change it. From app to app, they can be different buttons, different keys, do different things. Right now, I'm using it as a soundboard, and it's great. It's a little breakout keyboard thing that is wonderful for all creative things.
I got to get me one of these so I can torment Daniel. Speaking of Black Friday, yes, Black Friday is here. It's coming up and it's also here at the same time. How is that even possible?
I might update my list.
Yeah, I neglected to mention until the last episode. So I have an Amazon shop, amazon.com/shop/Allison Rosen. And now you can follow it. So when I add stuff like Podcast Pals product picks, you will be emailed. Apparently, as I mentioned last week, I believe that I signed up for it and I'm not receiving the emails. So don't worry, you won't get too many emails. Unclear if you'll even get any, but try to follow it and see what happens. But over 200 recommendations from all the people who have been on the show, as well as other stuff. So, Amazon.com/shop/Allison Rosen. Okay, I would like to thank everyone for being on this show, Daniel and Pete. Listeners, I am thankful for you this holiday season because you guys are the best. Thank you for letting me do this show for so long. I could not do it without you, quite literally. Hope everyone had a great day, has a great day, has a good weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. Anything to plug, Daniel?
No, just happy Thanksgiving.
And Pete?
Once again, I'll say swliveread.com. Go watch. All of our live reads are up for free on YouTube right now. So go watch them.
Fabulous. Everyone, thank you for listening. I love you. You matter. Goodbye.
Hey, do you know about the Allison Rosen Show?